Hi, friends, and welcome back to 5 Minutes with Faith in Motion. Have you ever walked into a room and not known where to sit? Like, there's clearly a main seat. There's the seats that feel important, and then there's the one chair off to the side where you're like, I guess that's where I belong. And you kind of hesitate, like, am I allowed to sit there? We've all had that moment. Now here's why that matters. In Scripture, where you sit meant something, especially at the right hand. The right hand of a king was the place of honor, the place of closeness, the place of favor. In 1 Kings, when Bathsheba approaches Solomon, he doesn't just acknowledge her, he brings her close. He gives her a seat at his right hand. And I think sometimes that we approach God like we're supposed to stand in the corner, like we don't quite belong, like we have to earn our place. But Scripture tells a different story. Through Jesus, we're invited near. Not at a distance, not as an afterthought, but close to Him. And then we see something powerful. The right hand isn't just a place of honor, it's a hand that moves. In Acts 3, Peter reaches out his right hand to a man who couldn't walk and lifts him up. The miracle didn't start when the man stood. It started when someone reached. And that's important because sometimes we're waiting on God to move. And He's inviting us to extend our hand, to help, to encourage, to show up. You never know when a simple act of compassion becomes the beginning of someone else's miracle. And then there's this moment in Genesis where a blessing is given through the right hand. But here's the twist. God doesn't always follow our expectations. He blesses differently than we think. He chooses differently than we expect. And if we're not careful, we can miss what He's doing because it doesn't look the way we planned. But God sees so much bigger. He's not limited to our order. He works according to His purpose. So now let's take it a little bit deeper, because the right hand also represents belonging. In Matthew 25, Jesus talks about separating the sheep and the goats, and the sheep are placed on the right, the side of favor, the side of relationship, and what defined them. Not just what they believed, but how they lived. They loved. They served. They noticed people. Their faith was in motion. And here's one of my favorite images. Isaiah says, I am the Lord your God who takes hold of your right hand. Just picture that for a second. God holding your hand. Not pushing you forward, not standing off far, but walking with you, steadying you, guiding you. And if we're honest, there are moments in life where we feel unsure, unsteady, maybe even a little overwhelmed. And in those moments, you're not walking alone. The same God who holds everything together is holding you. And then this, God's right hand represents power. In Exodus, it says his right hand is majestic in power. This is the same hand that parted the sea, the same hand that made a way where there wasn't one. So when you feel like you don't have enough strength, you don't have to, because his strength is already at work. And here's how it all comes together. Psalm 16 says that God's right hand, there is joy, not temporary happiness, not surface level peace. Joy. The kind that stays even when life feels unsteady. The kind that comes from being close to him. So when you step back and look at all of this, the right hand of God isn't just one thing. It's a place of closeness, a place of lifting, a place of blessing, a place of belonging, a place of strength, and a place of joy. And here's the question. Are you living like you're close to him, or like you're still standing at a distance? So here's your faith in motion step this week. Instead of holding back, lean in. Let him lead you. Let him strengthen you. Let him guide your steps. And then be that same kind of presence for someone else. Extend your hand. Lift someone up. Speak life into someone. And just show love. Because sometimes the way God moves in someone else's life is through you. And that's faith in motion. Thanks for spending 5 minutes with me today. If this encouraged you, share it with someone who might need a reminder that they're not walking alone. And if you'd like to keep walking this out together, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, you're not on the outside looking in. You've been invited close. Until next time, God bless.